Hey friends, watch this video and learn some very interesting phrasal verbs in context about eating and drinking in English. Coming up. Hey friends, Teacher Prix here to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. First of all, thank you so much for joining me on another English lesson. If it's your first time here, thanks for giving me an opportunity to teach you. From Monday to Friday, I have many different and interesting lessons for you. So make sure to subscribe. YouTube tells me that more than 50% of people who watch my lessons, share and like are not subscribed yet. So I'm inviting you today to hit that subscribe button and become part of this beautiful family of English learners from all over the world. Anyways, my friends, let's dive into the content. Today, I'll be talking about, I think, 4 phrasal verbs that are very interesting. They are connected to eating and drinking, to the way we eat and drink things, okay? Now, thank you for joining. Make sure to participate in the chat, post your questions, and I will, who knows, check them out. Okay, first phrasal verb, to force down. Now, as I always like to say, there will be different translations for this phrasal verb, okay? So phrasal verbs are very flexible and they may have other different meanings. So in this lesson, I'm going to focus on the meaning I want that exists, of course. So when you force something down, it means you are eating or drinking something you don't want to, but you are making yourself, you're forcing yourself to drink it anyway, okay? So you don't want to do it. Well, in this case, you don't want to drink it. You don't want to eat it. But for some reason, you force yourself to do it. So you force that food down despite not wanting to have that food, okay? So here, examples. I was so depressed last weekend, but I managed to force down some food. Okay, now I don't know about you, but when I am a little depressed, I eat. I eat like crazy. I eat like there's no tomorrow. So when I am depressed, I eat more. So in my case, I do not need to force down food when I am depressed. I actually need to force myself to stop eating more food. Anyway, let me know about you. So when you're depressed, do you force down food or do you force yourself to stop eating food? Let me know here in the comments, especially right now during this current event we are going through. I can't really say the words here on YouTube. I can't say what's happening in the world right now. But unfortunately, some people are sick, and because of this, they are not going out. We are not going to work. We are staying home. So how are you feeling? Are you feeling depressed? Are you feeling normal? Are you feeling excited? And at this moment, are you forcing down food because you're just too depressed to eat? Or are you eating like crazy? Are you eating every 5 minutes? Are you eating anytime, anywhere? Anyway, next example. Janice made a pie? Oh no, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'll have to force it down just to be polite. Janice is a horrible cook. Now, look at this example. So, Janice made the pie? So, I need to be surprised when I say this. Janice made the pie? Oh no, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I should have an exclamation point, okay? I can't believe it. I'll have to force it down just to be polite. Oh man, Janice is a horrible cook. So sometimes we force down food just to be polite. Maybe you go to a friend's house and your friend's mother made something you don't like. So you force it down. To be polite, to be part, to blend in. So this happens, okay? So Veja Crucino says, I force myself to stop. Yeah, this is happening to me too. I'm forcing myself to stop. But my strategy right now is I don't have any junk at home no junk food, and I am not going to the supermarket. So I only have healthy food at home. Only veggies, fruits, yogurt, cheese, ham, that's it. Nothing else because I'm forcing myself to be healthy. So this is the first phrasal verb. So sometimes we force down food we don't want, okay, but we have to force it down. Especially, for example, if you're sick and your mom or your friend or boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife makes you some soup, but you don't want to eat it because you don't feel good. But you have to force it down because if you don't eat anything, you will feel worse. Okay, so this is a very, very interesting phrasal verb that you may hear every now and then. Okay, moving on. Drink up. Awesome. Maybe I think I've talked about this phrasal verb here on the channel. It is very nice, very simple. It basically means to finish your drink. It doesn't matter if you like it or not, my friend. It depends on the situation. But you have to finish. So this means when you drink up, you finish that drink, okay, until it's over. So come on, Andrew, we're late. Drink this up and let's go. So drink this. Here you can't see the drink, but imagine the situation. I'm looking at Andrew. Hey, come on, Andrew, drink this up. Maybe he has a cup, a mug, and he's drinking. I don't know what he's drinking, but I can see he has a cup on his hand or a mug on his hand. So I look at him and say, drink this up. I don't need to say, oh, drink this coffee up. I don't need to say the exact name of the drink if I can see it. Okay, if it's obvious to the listener what I am talking about. Okay, so drink it up. Come on, my friend, we gotta go. We're late. I hate to do this. I hate drinking things up in a hurry. I like to enjoy the moment, enjoy my cup of joe, enjoy my drink, and finish it up slowly. I hate eating food very fast. I do eat fast, but at my own terms, in my own terms. I don't like people, making me feel like I'm late or rushing me to eat. I always have to drink up my smoothies. Mom hates when food goes to waste. So this happened to me when I was a child. Not just food, not just drink, but I always had to eat up all my food. Okay, so eat up is the same idea, but with food. So I finish eating all the food. Eat up. So when I was a child, I had to eat up all my food because my mother hated waste. She didn't like when we didn't finish our meals, so we always had to eat everything up and drink up. But drink up, we didn't drink a lot of things during our meals. It was mostly food. Okay, so I always have to drink up my smoothies because my mom hates when food goes to waste. Okay, how do you feel when food goes to waste? Do you feel bad about it? Let me know here in the chat. Moving on. Gulp down. This is nice. So when you gulp down things, either food or a drink, you consume it, you eat it, or you drink it very quickly, and you swallow. What is swallow? Okay. You swallow very large amounts each time. Okay, so you do this very fast. Okay, you eat very quickly, you swallow very quickly and large, a lot. Okay, not something nice. I don't like to gulp down food or gulp down my coffee or water because I know this is no good. Nothing good comes out of this. Susanna says, I drink my coffee all day. My husband says, drink it up all the time. I know. How do you feel if he's rushing you? Like, do you feel angry at that? I don't like it. Now, I usually gulp down my lunch at my desk. I don't have time to go out. So here, what am I saying? I eat my food very quickly, swallowing large amounts each time because I have lunch at my desk and I don't have time to go out. So basically this person probably doesn't have much time to eat the food slowly, normal bites, not large bites. So this person gulps down her lunch very quickly because he or she has lunch at his desk, and they don't have time to go out, okay? Does that happen to you? Do you gulp down your lunch? Let me know. Now, when I am late for work, I always gulp down my coffee and end up burning my mouth. Well, my tongue, not really my mouth. I forgot to correct this. So do you, well, depending on how hot your coffee is, you can burn your tongue. This actually happens, and it's a terrible sensation in your mouth when your tongue is that feeling that it's numb. So I don't like it. I really prefer to drink my coffee slowly and gradually and enjoy the taste of the coffee. Now, I have a 20-minute break in the afternoon. I forgot the article, in the afternoon to gulp down a snack and get back to work. So a 20-minute break in the afternoon to gulp down a snack and get back to work, depending on how slowly you eat, is a very short period of time. For me, 20 minutes for a snack is nice. You know, I can eat my snack slowly in 20 minutes. Of course, it depends on the size of the snack, but 20-minute break. If you're gonna eat a lot, for example, for lunch, 20 minutes for me, no. I need 30 to 40 minutes to eat my lunch very quickly. I prefer 50 minutes. That's when I chill and I get to eat my lunch at peace. And the final phrasal verb of the night. And hey, if you can support the channel, I would really appreciate if you could hit the like button and share this lesson on your social media. Share on Facebook, to Instagram, not Instagram, WhatsApp groups, because this really helps YouTube understand that this is a good lesson. So if possible, share it and hit the like button. Anyways, phrasal verb, pick at. There are other meanings for picking at, okay? But tonight I'm gonna talk about food, okay? So when you pick at food, it means that you are eating small amounts of food because you are not hungry, or because you have no appetite, or because you have no interest. You don't want to eat. Maybe you are thinking about your life. Maybe you have a problem. Maybe something is happening in your life and you are there. It's lunchtime and you're picking at your food, eating very little. You're not there. Your mind is wandering. You're thinking about your problems, thinking about the things that are happening to you. So you pick at your food. You are eating very little. Kids do this very often. They start picking at the food when they don't want to eat anymore, when they are not hungry. And then the parents will be there, come on, eat up, eat your food, come on, finish it up. But they are not hungry, or they are not interested. They want to watch TV, or they want to go play. So this is very common, okay? So stop picking at your food. You have to eat this up. This is what parents usually tell their kids, right? So they usually look at their kids and say, hey, stop picking at your food. Eat it all up now, because I said so. Now, next example, when I am sick, and this is true, this is the only moment when I close my mouth. When I am sick, I usually pick at my food and don't feel like doing anything. So this is true. When I am feeling sick, or when I have a headache, I usually pick at my food and I don't feel like doing anything, going anywhere. Pretty much the only place I want to be at is like home. That's pretty much what I do. Now, when my sister, another example, when my sister starts picking at her food, I know something is wrong and she needs to talk about it. So depending on the person, let's say you're having dinner with your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife or a best friend, and you notice that this person is picking at their food. So maybe this could be a sign that something is happening. They want to talk about it. So you can, hey, you're picking at your food. What's going on? Are you okay? And then the person may talk to you if they want to, if they feel like this is the best thing to do. Okay? I am sick. That's why I just picked at my breakfast this morning. Oh, I see that. That's a very nice example. Moving on. Now I have some real life questions here, and I will answer the questions, and you can answer too in the comments or in the chat, okay? Have you ever had to force down unfamiliar food just to be polite? Yes, when I went to Boston, my first host family was from what's the name of the country? Was from Vietnam. Okay, the father was American, but the mother was from Vietnam. I spent 2 months living with them, and they made very different food. Very different food. For my taste, to my taste, it was not so tasty. But to be polite, I had to force down some very unfamiliar food that I already use. There was good food too, you know, they made some really interesting foods, but in general, I had to force down unfamiliar food to be polite because I was living with them and to respect their culture and because that's what they had to offer for me to eat. So a few times, but it didn't happen many times. It was, I think, a few occasions. I remember once I went to this restaurant and it was not Taiwan Vietnamese food. In this case, they took me to an Indian restaurant and because they wanted to try this new restaurant and they invited me to go and I said yes. I had to force down the food. I don't like spicy foods, so I ate something that was not spicy, but it was not tasty to me, so I had to force it down. Unfortunately, I'm not a very flexible eater. I have very basic taste. Number 2, how about you? Let me know here in the chat. Number 2, do you have time to eat your meals or do you gulp them down? Depends. On Mondays, I don't have much time to eat my meals slowly, so I have to gulp them down. I'm not proud, I'm not excited, but only lunch. Only lunch. For the other meals, I pretty much have all the time I need. But for lunch on Mondays and on Fridays, I unfortunately have to gulp them down because I don't have much time. How about you? Let me know here. These questions, you can answer these questions in the comments if you're watching the replay or here in the chat to participate. This will help you bring this will help you bring these verbs into context, into your life, to help you remember situations about your life, okay? 3, when was the last time you picked at your food and why? I think it was about 2 months ago. I had a really bad migraine and I picked at my food all day. I tried to force it down, but I couldn't eat. I was feeling really sick, so I took the day off. I didn't work. I picked at my food. I ate very little. I had to force down dinner because I wasn't feeling so good. 4, say one thing you can never drink up. One thing I can never drink up. Oh, okay. I make green juice and I don't know, well, I know why, but because I make a lot of green juice, I can never drink it up because it's always too much. So unfortunately, I cannot drink it up because it's just too much. So I need to change my measurements. I need to make less green juice, but I always make too much juice and unfortunately I can't drink it up. But I like my green juices. They don't taste amazing because it's green juice, like kale, cucumber, apples, ginger. So yay, amazing combination. So I don't usually drink them up, okay? Excellent. So practice answering these questions. At the end of this lesson, I will send these files, okay? I will send these slides to the Telegram group. If you want to receive the slides of this lesson, check the descriptions of this video. There's a link there on how you can join the Telegram, how you can receive the link, and you can also download my free ebook. Other than that, my friends, have a lovely day or a lovely night. Come back in the comments and write down the answers to these questions. Practice, okay? And I will see you tomorrow for another English lesson. Thank you. Bye-bye.